This one's gonna be hard. This one's gonna be hard because I'm in theory about to invalidate a human life that was taken by police officers for the same reasons that I've said all cops are bastards. So give me a second here. Do you guys remember the Capitol insurrection of January 6th? Of course you do. All of us were kind of there. They keep popping fireworks off in my goddamn neighborhood, and it is scaring I hate this, yo. Oh, like the month before July 4th, fireworks go off. And if you live in the hood, you know you gotta play that game. Is it fireworks or is it gunshots? I hate that game. Why we gotta play it every year? We was doing that during the pandemic. Why we gotta do this every year, yo? Come on, come on. Oh my god, we do this every year. This shit is stressful. This shit is stressful. Okay. During the Capitol insurrection, you guys know that they were going for Congress people, Senate people. Somebody was going to die that day. We cannot pretend there was pipe bombs that was even found. Like we cannot pretend when they were shouting "Hang Mike Pence" that if they would have got a hold of Mike Pence, they wouldn't have hung Mike Pence. Okay. One of the people who passed away, one of the people who got clapped at that dangerous insurrection to overthrow our government for reasons that are not literally founded in anything but conspiracies was Ashli Babbitt. Insurrectionist Ali Babbitt is being made into some kind of hero by the same racist filth who think domestic terrorist murderer Kyle Rittenhouse is a hero. We haven't talked about Kyle Rittenhouse in a long time. She should have complied with officers as opposed to attacking the Capitol. Complying isn't only meant for people of color. We've gone into an extreme, which you can check out on the YouTube. We've gone into an extreme dive into the politics of police and authority and how children respond to it. Let's talk about adults. You've heard the saying "back the blue." You've heard the saying if people of color, if the Hispanic community, if minorities would just stop having aggressive reactions with police and just do what they say, i.e., comply, things wouldn't happen. We've seen quite literally in history people comply with police and then die. So that is out of the window in the form of the revolving door of conversation that we're having when it comes to these discussions and these points of view, right? We know this. We know this. It's fine. It is then beyond me that in the same universe, that Kyle Rittenhouse exists in the same universe, that somehow, some way, hold on, peep the lesson. Kyle Rittenhouse and Eric Gardner exist in the same universe. Kyle Rittenhouse, whether you want to know it or not, killed 2 people that night and police didn't pick him up till later. Eric Gardner was selling cigarettes and police picked up his dead body within hours. Oh, bro, those were different types of situations. You can't compare the two. Come on, Marquise. What are you supposed to be doing here? You're a little left-wing shell? Okay. Kyle Rittenhouse was armed with weapon, walked past police, and they asked him did he need anything. Eric Gardner had cigarette. Told you he couldn't breathe. Police was like, you don't need to. That shit's overrated. That shit's overrated. Excuse me, but I think it's time for the meme again. I mean, come on. I mean, come on, man. You're kidding me that now you're trying to do the same thing with this woman. Was the insurrection bad? Did police officers say, don't enter the fucking Capitol, man? Did they follow the orders? No. So when a black person get clapped up for not following orders, y'all like, just comply. When you are at the pinnacle of the government and you are trying to invade it to cause harm to politicians, she a hero. So you know these turning point kids, they always want to open their mouths. Ashli Babbitt and her family deserve answers and justice just like any other American citizen. So why was y'all complaining about the George Floyd verdict? I don't understand, man. What about the 14-year-old kid who was running from the cop with the gun and the police officer was like, drop the gun, and he dropped the gun and still got shot? People comply and die. People execute people, and police just see why you can't not see color. Imagine, okay, listen to the statement. Some people comply with police officers and die. Some people comply with police officers and live. How does that make you feel better? That's the all lives matter take. Here, take this video and use it to dissuade your all lives matter friends, like if you want to go that way. How do you hear the correct form of empathy from that? Wouldn't you just label everybody as, well, they're all criminals, I guess some live, some die? It's like, some people aren't committing criminal acts and they just run into police more often, and the police are aggressive, therefore we are fucked. And you say all lives matter. You don't even care about the lives inside of that dichotomy, and that's the one you set up. 555, come on now. Come on now. Ashli Babbitt was an unarmed female veteran who served her country with no previous criminal history. He did it. I didn't even read this, bro. I didn't even read this. George Floyd was a drug addict, lifetime criminal who was being detained for committing a crime. Why does only one get justice? I mean, come on. I mean, isn't the justice for like... So 2 people died by police hands, and you're wondering why the cops don't go to jail for both of them? See, this is why I said at the beginning of the video it was going to be hard, because I'm gonna have to. She should have complied. She shouldn't have been there. Why would a female veteran, somebody who literally sold their body to the U.S. government as a tool of war and oppression, come back and be like, yeah, that same government I signed up for, they're bad now? I mean, come on. If all the people who stormed our Capitol were Muslim, every single Trumper would call them a terrorist. But since they were white, they were literally defending them. Like, yeah. Remember the dude who blew up the 3 blocks with a suicide bomb, but he was white? So there was... We buried the lead on that shit. I forgot about it. Ashli Babbitt was murdered and nothing was done to the officer who shot her because she supported Trump. Simple as that. The whole world knows it. That's not true. For the reasons I just outlined. Plus, you are also saying that the insurrection was because of Trump's support, his unwavering base that refused to believe that anything bad could happen to the supreme... Y'all ever watch the show Third Rock from the Sun? The big giant head. Like, nothing. Nothing was done to the officer because they saved people's lives. I thought that's what y'all was talking about with Ma'Khia Bryant. You make me so confused, because even when I take your side, you take the opposite. I'm begging every conservative, I'm begging every Republican, I'm begging people. to take a notice to when you talk about narratives, have you ever noticed that one is clear and coherent if you really want to go in that direction with the Democratic left? But one is jagged and reacts to everything in every single direction, no matter how the line follows. Y'all running parallel and perpendicular stories that make no sense as to what you're actually outraged about. You want the left's accountability and justice on your side? Bro, bring it to your people. Matt Gaetz, come on. I'm like, do something with him. Make an example out of somebody. And you would win all the votes. You would win all the votes if you showed a shred of humanity. But just like I'm showing you now, y'all don't got that in you because you wouldn't have these positions, which goes all the way back to the segment I made earlier about Kevin Hart. You don't view the world from a point where you actually care about it. You only care about things because they generate the interest in what they care about. And when I tell you where your opinions formed from and you tell me this, I immediately deem you sus. Like, you are sus, bro. You're the imposter. Like, you're the imposter. You have to be. You are killing people and then promoting the system that kills them as though the people who are trying to break that down are the bad people. Help me make it make sense. That's all I ask for. But they can't even do that. Somebody in DC knows. Newsmax. Today is a great day to arrest the cop who murdered Ashli Babbitt. Taking the left meme. They're getting commemorative gold medals. They're getting medals of honor because they saved. Like, remember the dude, Officer Goodman? I think it was, or Goodnick. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to not know his name off the top of my head. A lot of names go through my head. He stopped somebody from finding that senator. Damn, I already forgot that senator's name. See how badly all these stories get wound up. I covered it on the show too. I'm so sorry. But he stopped them from finding that dude right when he was running across. Wasn't it Mitt Romney? Am I bugging? Eugene Goodman. Yeah. Romney, Mitt Romney. Yeah. This was it. Sorry, I'm not subscribing. Yeah. Wasn't that it? So we're proud that they saved lives, but the fact that there was overwhelming numbers and they had to take a life is the bad part. Even though more people died from the insurrectionists themselves than, like, the officers. So according to Republicans, you can shoot people in the street like Kyle Rittenhouse, but you can't protect the Capitol against insurrectionists like Ashli Babbitt. Yo, he was protecting a gas station. He was protecting his job that he loved. He went across state lines to protect the place that he loved so much, the bar, the restaurant. Oh, but the Capitol Police officers that were protecting the thing that literally holds this entire country together as loosely as it does. Oh, no. Don't shoot people there. Lawyer for Ashli Babbitt's family spoke on Fox News today. So we'll watch that and then we'll cut this segment off. I wonder if people who are watching this on YouTube are going to see how long the rest of this video is and be like, he must have went on a rant after this. I hope not.
So yes, we are filing a lawsuit looking to have the name of the police officer that killed Ashli Babbitt released because we think this is in the public interest. You know, we've heard from many proud patriots who back the blue who would just like to, you know, find this guy, meet him, talk to him, hang out with him.
Tell me that's not her actual lawyer.
So that's nice.
It's a meme. It's a meme. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I literally read that so fast. My bad. It's a meme, but that's still funny because I had that exact reaction that, like, that's something that they would say
in releasing this information. But, you know, the important thing to remember is that Ashli was killed for peacefully touring the Capitol building. And, you know, that was on personal invitation, don't forget, of President Donald Trump. So if this cop had, stopped and asked, "Hey, Ashli, why are you here breaking all these windows?" he would have realized, oh, she's supposed to be here. She's supposed to be doing this. But he didn't. He panicked. He felt threatened by this group of tourists that were just trying to make their way through a barricaded door. And he tragically ended a life. And what has America come to when a white person touring the Capitol building just gets shot for no reason?
Yeah, that's it. That's the take. That's the take. And I'm not even gonna react to it. That's the take. That's the take. She died doing stupid things. Y'all, as y'all say all the time, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.